Hello and welcome to this new video regarding the ESM installation. We finished in the previous video the installation of the operating system, the CentOS version 7.3, and we rebooted the system. Now, when it's coming up, you have two options. We select the first one, the core um installation. Now it's booting up. Okay, so now we got the login prompt. Uh, just log in through the console. We can use SSH after that, but let's verify first the connectivity is okay. So put the password as ArcSite. So ifconfig. We can see the IP is assigned correctly and everything seems fine. So we can SSH directly with um, here. I have the session saved already. ESM 7. So I log in with ArcSite and the password ArcSite as well. We created the, remember during the installation we created the account ArcSite, but still we need to do some of the prerequisites before the installation. So this part is done because we already added the ArcSite account during the installation. So now we need to proceed with the hostname resolution. Already we added this during the installation, but just we need to verify. So I'll bring here the SSH session. So I'll make it like appearing with the presentation. So if we check the etc hosts, we can see the name is not added. So we need to make sure. So it's added by the installation wizard, but it's not showing up in the etc hosts. So to be in safe side, uh, we will add it here. We need to make sure as well the local host is resolved. The local host is resolved to 127.0.0.1. Okay, so all we need to do is first I will switch to root. Then I will edit hosts file. Here I will add the entry 192.168.74.128 and the host is ESM 7. Then I will bring ESM 7 to make sure it's resolving okay. And as we saw before, the pinging for the local host is already mapped correctly to the 127.0.0.1. So we are okay with this one. Here we need to change the ownership of the temp folder. So let's first check the layout. You can see here the temp directory. We can see here the root directory with almost 9 GB. We can see the temp with almost 6.8 GB. We can see the opt ArcSite is coming 133 GB, as we expected. Remember, our calculation for sizing to achieve 133 GB, and we got it exactly. And we are good to proceed with these steps. So as you can see, the temp is, if we check the permission of the slash directory, we can see the temp is root, and slash opt is root, and opt arc site is root as well. So we need to actually, yes, it's root also. We need to change them all to arc site. So change owner arc site, and then I'll take them one by one. Slash temp first, then slash opt, then slash opt arc site. So if we check now, you can see the slash opt is arc site, slash temp is arc site, and the slash opt arc site is arc site. So this is good. For the zip package and the unzip, we can query if they are there. First, the zip package, it's here, and the version is 3.011 EL7.x86 on hyphen underscore 64. So this is fine. For the unzip, it's 616 EL7. So we are good with this one. Let's go for the installation. So we need first to copy the binary, the ESM suite here. So I will open the WinSCP, and then I will copy the ESM suite to the to our server. So we will try to keep the temp folder uh, um, empty as much as we can. So then, because the installation requires actually the at least 6 GB of free temp size. So we have plenty of space in the opt arc site itself, the slash opt partition, so we can make like a temp folder here. Let's say ESM7 installation, or suite, and then inside we will copy this tar file. It's around 1.5 GB, and also we need to take the license, the ESM license. Okay, and we'll take also the ESM license and put here. Now we are ready to proceed with the other steps. So I'll go for the SSH session. So we need now to make tar for this file. So I'll go to cd opt ESM suite, and we already logged in as root. So we'll tar xvf the arc site. Okay, suite. Now we need to run the prepare system.shell. So we will go to the tools directory and then run prepare system shell. So it's done very fast. Now we need to change the ownership the uh, of all the directories, as we see here in that example. Here we did the tar, we did the prepare. We need to change the ownerships. So I'll do that now. Change owner -r arcsite tools. I'm already inside the tools, so I have to go outside one step and I'll copy this tools and arcsite suite pin and the arcsite and the ESM components. Now we need to verify this. So now all of them is showing as arcsite. Now I will reboot the server. I will return to the console so we can follow up the reboot of the machine. It's take around 4 seconds for this to continue. Okay, so now the machine is booting up and now it's up and running. We can return back to our SS session. For sure it's inactive now because we issued the reboot, so we just need to restart the session. Again, the prompt will come. We'll log in with root again. Arcsite is the password. So proceed with the next. We need to verify that the limit is now okay. So you can see now the open files is 65,506 and the maximum user processes is 10,240. So we are okay with this. Next, we need to put this firewall cmd commands for opening the firewall rules. Firewall -cmd -zone equal public and then -add -port equal 8443/tcp-permanent. Then we can repeat this for the other ports as well. 9000, then 694. Some of these ports are for HA, high availability. We don't configure high availability here, but let's do it for completeness. And finally port 22. And then to save this, we need to make this command reload. Now saved. To verify IB tables, save rep 22 for example, so you can see it's okay, it's already in the table. So we can continue the next step. Now we need to check for the time zone package. So I query here the package tz data, and we can see it's very old, so I will update it using the yam update. First, we need to make sure that we have DNS resolution. It's fine. So now we can have internet access and DNS resolution. So I will update tz data yum update using the yum command. Now it's connecting to the internet to fetch the new update. You can see here it's connecting to some mirrors for the CentOS, and then here is download side. Download size is very less, so I select yes. You can see here the package for the updates. Yes, okay. Yeah, it's updating the tz data. Now if we repeat the command, it's telling us 2019, so we have very recent version of the time zone package. So now we can continue, and then to verify you need to issue this command ls-altrh/etc/local time. So it's showing Asia Qatar, so this is fine. Next, we need to add this line to the system d login d.conf. I think we should find it. It's already there, but it's commented out, so I'll just remove the comment and save, and then I'll start using this command system ctl restart system d hyphen login d.service. Okay, that's it. I'm just opening the file, verify again. Then last step is to export the language UTF file, lc underscore all equal, I select English United States dot UTF -8. Now we are good to start the installation. So to start the installation, we need to be in the ArcSight mode. We need to log in with ArcSight, not root. So I will switch to the user ArcSight, and then I'll browse to the place where we extracted the folder, the installation. See, this is the file that we need to run, so I will just run it in console mode. So unpacking is going on. Preparation, verify. So yeah, you can see here introduction, install anywhere will guide you through the installation of the ArcSight ESM 7. It's strongly recommended that you quit all programs before continuing with this installation. Respond to each prompt to proceed to the next step in the installation. So just press enter to continue. Select license agreement, then say yes, we agree. Press enter to continue where you would like to create the links. Yes, in the home ArcSight. enter the number, so we accept the default. So the installation folder will be opt arc site and the link folder is home arc site. Okay, the installation is started. Installing ArcSight ESM7 core engine. So I'll stop the video and return back when the installation is completed. Uh, Now we can see the installation is complete with the message congratulations. The ESM 700 suite has been successfully installed to the /opt/arc site. Now the first boot wizard will launch automatically when installing ESM Express. So if it's an appliance, ESM Express appliance, the first boot wizard will automatically start. But since we are installing ESM software, we need to run this command. So it tells us if installing software ESM, use the following command to launch the first boot wizard. So first we exit the installer by pressing enter, and then we will run the first boot wizard with this command. Okay, so you can see here started, it's updating the time zone, and then welcome to ESM7. This wizard will walk you through setup and configuration of the ESM7 components. Before you proceed, make sure the license file is accessible from the system. So continue, yes, the default. I'll select the first language, English. This is the default. Then do you want to install ESM in compact or distributed mode? So starting from version 7, Micro Focus ArcSight introduced uh, the way to make distributed deployment. So you instead of the standard way of making the installation on one appliance, they now introduced the mechanism or the deployment mode to make a distributed deployment among multiple hosts, and this allows for better scalability, for better flexibility, for higher ESM EPS rates. So for the sake of our video, we'll stick with the compact mode. So I'll select it, which is the default. Now we'll set the password for the database. Here it's telling you it will be shown or hidden. So I'll select it like this. Yes, let it be hidden. So I'll put the password. I'll make it ArcSight as well. Just one master password, ArcSight. The values are verifying the values, so I'll select yes. Now it's the point of the sizing. So our goal is to reach to around 100 GB for the event storage. The usable space is seen here as 108, so it's much less than the one we calculated as like 120. So it seems the ESM already took more than 10%, because you remember we have 133 for the opt-arc site, and but this was actually okay, I'll tell you, we already took from the /opt/arc site some space for the ESM installation suite, for the extraction, for the we took much amount. So I will show you, yes, I will show you this. Actually, if we open another session for ESM, I'll show you why we don't have a usable space of 120 as we calculated in our sizing exercise. So if we go to another session, I'll show you here. Yes, check now the opt-arc site. We have only 122 GB available, not 133, because we already took some of the space for the installation. So if I make disk usage minus H for the opt-arc site, you'll see that 4.3 GB was taken actually for aside from the installation. Here, yes, disk usage minus H for the ESM suite. So you have around 2.2 G, and here around 1 G, 3.2, 4.2, 4.3. So around 4.3 or 4.5 GB is taken, plus the installation of the ESM itself. That's why the available disk space is around now 122 GB, not 133. So if you take this 122, okay, and you multiply by 0.9, so it's around 100 or 109 or 108 as seen here, and that's the usable space. So if we take the 108 and multiply by the 1 over 6, we'll get to this 18. So we'll accept it. For the event storage size, it's 72 only, because it will allocate around the rest. So it will allocate the rest for, so 72 plus 18, it's around 90. So it will take like 10 18 um, for the event archive. So we will just need 1 GB for the event archive, so we'll put here extra 17. So we'll make it like 82 or 83. Then the rest here, the 18. Okay, now we have 98, 11, okay, 101. So we'll make it 108 minus 18 minus 83. So 7 remaining. Okay, so let's put 7 for this. And retention period will make it 30 days. Are the values correct? We can make back if we want. Yes, because I need to increase the event storage. Okay, no problem. Let's put the password again. ArcSite. Yes. So again, I will put here 18 for the system storage. Okay, so what's remaining? I'll make it like that. 108 minus 18 for the system storage, and we'll take only 1 for the event archives, and we'll leave here 89. Okay, so 89 and then 1. 30 days. Are the values correct? Yes. To use non-default storage sizes, yes, because I changed here the storage sizes different from the default, yes. Error notification, so we can put any like my email address. From email address and make the same, or we can make it arcsite at infosec.com. Are the value correct? Yes. License file, I already have the license file in slash opt slash ESM suite slash ESM license outlib. Yes, couldn't be found. Okay, let's double check the file path. It's here in, okay, it's ESM, okay, slash opt slash ESM7 underscore suite. Okay, I forgot to put this ESM7 underscore suite of the file couldn't be found. Okay, slash ESM7 underscore suite ESM license dot zip. Okay, let's take it from here. Maybe it's not able to read because of the permissions. Yeah, it was just a typo mistake. Okay, now I'll accept to run in default mode. Then this is the host name. The administrator username is admin. Okay, and the password, put arcsite. Are the values correct? Yes. Yeah, now you can consume the events from event poker. So event poker is a new technology. It's not a new technology in general. It's new for the new to the ArcSight world being used. It's based on the Kafka technology. It's open source, and it's actually a way to better distribute the events or to utilize a huge amount of events from different log sources. So instead of relying on the smart connectors alone, we will introduce a layer of event distribution between the smart connectors and the uh, destinations. So if you have multiple destinations, ESM, Logger, UBA, external third-party systems, all of them wanted to consume the events. So before you have to have a huge amount of smart connectors, and everyone is distributing the events to multiple destinations. But now you can only have one or two smart connectors uh, reading, or one smart connector per event source, per log source, and then one layer of event pokers in the middle, which manage the distribution of the events to the destinations. So actually, it's based on the consume and produce technology of the Kafka. So the smart connectors produce the events and insert in the Kafka uh, event brokers, and destinations will consume them. So it's a new technology in the ArcSight world, and it's good for big scale customers with high rates of EBS. For our case, we will not use it. The ArcSight Investigate is the new technology by ArcSight to it's you can say it's the improvement of the logger, or it's similar or alike to the logger, but it's mainly for uh, hunting, for sock hunting, and for it's not like the logger only for log search and compliance, but it's more into hunting, and it has some correlation features and powerful drill down features which help pinpointing patterns and incidents quickly. Here there's a way to integrate the ArcSight Investigate with ESM. Again, we will ignore this. Also, you can integrate ESM with ServiceNow. It's ITSM solution. Now we have the option to select the packages that we want to install. Uh, okay, so I will select only the first one, the package responsible for managing across multiple ESM to track content that is being managed across multiple ESM. The second one for high availability. The third one is for uh, event broker. Actually, I don't need any of them, so I just ignored because it's irrelevant to our installation. So now I press yes, and the wizard will start to configure the storage and do a lot of stuff until it finish. So I'll stop the video now and we'll come back when it finish. So we can see now that the installation is completed. Actually, a lot of things I can show you. It's done, like installation of the manager, the setup of the storage here, installation of the manager, and some for the first wizard started, and some certificates being generated and imported in trust store, and finally we have the services being started. You can see here manager server service, the manager service, the logger web service, some services, all the services have been started, and finally the message congratulate the configuration completed successfully, and the root user must run um, the following command. The root. So we need to switch to root. Password is ArcSight and run this command to start all the services. So actually this was an installation of the services or execution of some commands regarding the services, and here is the setup of them, and yeah, so the services should be now ready, and now we can test to see if the services are up or not. Init.d ArcSight services status all. So they should be available. If so all of them are available now. So we go to this is a console. You can run this file for the installation. I already installed. It's straightforward. Its setup is straightforward. You just need to follow um, the wizard for the setup. And here, after the setup, you put the username and the password and the name of the manager. It should be resolvable, so I added one entry in the etc hosts on my PC for the ESM7 to be resolved on my PC. So I'll show you the wizard for the console setup. Meanwhile, I will log in here. So first time it will import the certificate. It's self-signed certificate. I press OK. Please verify your credentials and try again. Maybe I wrote the password incorrectly. So anyway, this is the wizard for the console installer. It's running. Admin, I think, yeah, I put it's wrong. I put like admin. It's admin ArcSight. We name it ArcSight. So this is the setup. You'll follow these steps. License agreement, where the installation directory, and the name of the server, and so on. So I will just exit this because I already make the installation. It's very straightforward. For this one, I will put the password. We put it as ArcSight. So now I am able to connect, as you can see, and voila. Yeah, we did the installation successfully, and you can now enjoy integrating your logs and creating your dashboards and rules. So that's it for the ESM installation chapter. I hope it was clear for all of you, and the ESM installation become something easy for every one of you. Thank you, and see you next week, next video.